Right, so I have returned today to do some more JoJo Part 7 Still Ball Run, and on this stream we are covering Volume 3, which covers chapters 12 to 17. Everything's working. I'm deeply happy about that. All is good. All is good. So yeah. We left off last time, which was I think last Monday actually. I do apologise for not doing anything on Friday. Just Thursday and Friday were probably one of the longest 2 days I've had in a long time, and I was like severely tired by the end of everything. I was like, yeah, JoJo might have to be moved until Monday, so I do apologise for doing that. It's one of those ones that it sort of catches you off guard. You're like, whoa. Yeah, the Still Ball Run cover in this volume is amazing. It's just mwah, it's beautiful. It's amazing. So yeah, where we left off last time, Gyro actually won the first stage. So yeah, I'm guessing as well there might be a start of a certain like kind of thing creeping into the manga as well, because something happened with Poker Loco that was actually very much aiding him in the whole entire like kind of race itself. So that might kind of play into the next volume itself, and actually a lot more might start appearing as well. So there's that to actually look forward to as well. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited to see what the actual eventual like kind of things that's going to happen later on in this manga what they will be, is what I'm trying to say, in my very, very hazy way of saying things. So, without further delay, let's actually start with chapter 12. I believe that actually this is also these chapters are shorter than last volume's one. I think last volume's one were about 17 to 20 pages. This one happens to be like 15, I think. 15 to 16, I think. I believe. I might be wrong, but I think that's probably how much the length of them. Alright, so take some water before I start, because I might lose my voice halfway through. One of those things I always fear, whether or not actually my voice will just go halfway through the stream. One of those unnerving fears I have. So, Gyro Zeppeli. The end of the first stage sees the birth of a new king. So the victor goes $10,000 in a 1 hour time bonus and 100 points. The winner of the first stage is Gyro Zeppeli. Still Ball Run. But yeah, also, fun fact, this day marks the start of the Still Ball Run race. Like, all those years ago, the Still Ball Run race starts today. That's what I've kind of realised. A lot of people actually kind of pointed them out to me. I was like, oh! It's one of those ones you have to be very, very kind of, very keen eye to see them. I've noticed some so far. I was like, I know that. I know what they're trying to do there. So it's one of those ones that you have to kind of like, you have to be on the ball to see it. Like when you see like, hey, I know what you're doing there, Rocky. I know what you're doing. I like it. I like it. Good job. Good job. Oh, Mandem. Look at him. Woohoo! Start of the page, boy. You're getting me already. Woohoo! That's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail and a half, that is. Oh, that Gyro. That Gyro. That man. Gets me every single time. I think everyone hates Poochie at this point. I like him as a villain, though. He's a very freaking good villain compared to, like, Diavolo beforehand. He's a very good villain. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Poochie either. Ugh, God. Poochie's a boob. That's how I see him now. After what he did, he's a boob. And nothing more, nothing less, but a boob. So, number 12, the first stage disqualified from victory. So, in the second, the one in the first runner Sandman, in the third the careless black comet Poker Loco. But wait, Diego Brando? The judges are discussing the recent turn of events, and so, because of a discrepancy, we are rejudging the placements. True, he did actually get the worst punishment out of all of them, though. He was very much stuck in, like, very, 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 very scary limbo. The kind of limbo that you do not want to be stuck in. So, the deliberation continues. The decisions of the 5 judges combined with the evidence from the new camera technology will be used to determine the winner. Please wait a little while. The other racers approach the goal. The stillborn run is using a point system. The first place is awarded 100 points, second 50 points, third 40 points, and so on. The racers are awarded points until the 21st racer. The goal of the race is in New York. On the way there are 9 stages, and the points leader at the end of these 9 stages will be named the winner. But why? I'm supposed to be the guy with a 1 in 5 billion. was it 50 billion? Kind of luck before. I thought it's always been 5 billion. I've just never seen it. 5 billion kind of luck. Why did I lose to that guy? This just isn't right. Dio. So I wasn't first. I'm not first. Fuck that guy from the country. Help yourself to the water. How about food? Do you want some? Is this the guy I saw at the starting point? He's different. He's different though. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, did I see something different last time? Or am I going insane? Thanks for actually pointing out to me. Because I actually would have just said to myself, oh Christ, I've said it wrong the whole entire time. It's always been 1 in 50 million chance kind of luck. Now it's 1 in 5 billion kind of luck. I actually quite like that. The food and drinks are free for the participants. I'll take. Okay, all of your sponsors. It's the end of the first stage, so I prepared some expensive French champagne. Today's race ends here. We'll camp here tonight. The second stage will start tomorrow at 10 AM. Mr. Steele, I have information on Gyro Zeppeli's background. Immigration has his information. He departed Genova, Italy in May, and arrived in this country on May 22nd. He's a foreigner? You're saying he's not a cowboy or a gunman? Far from it. His ship was neither an immigrant ship nor a cargo ship. Gyro entered this country on a ship owned by some royal family in Europe. Royalty? So what does that mean? A government VIP or a wealthy person? Why would a wealthy person participate in this race? Someone asked that question. Anyway, why don't you ask Zeppeli directly? Who are you? I didn't want to kind of call it the name, just in case it has to be something completely different in this like kind of timeline. But I thought maybe it must kind of just be the same thing. In a sense, the stand users themselves. I thought just call it, just say the things appeared that appears in all the rest of them might be also the exact same thing from before. Just to kind of give it some what's it called? Mystery, so to speak. His racing application was blank. If he's a foreigner, why is he hiding in the background? Even if we ask him, he might not answer. The second stage is the long-distance 1,200-kilometer portion of the race. For the next stage on, we'll take bets on who will be in first place nationwide. Find out Gyro Zeppeli's information. Got it? Alright, the results are in. I will announce them. By declaration, Gyro Zeppeli was in first place, but because he disputed Sandman during the race, he would incur a penalty. He is unable to get first place in this round. I will repeat. As reported by the judge in the air balloon, Gyro Zeppeli disputed the race with some kind of weapon. It occurred at the 13,000 meter mark, around the end of the downhill point of the race. That's why Gyro Zeppeli was being lowered 20 places as a penalty. Second place will be raised to first. Oh, damn, son. What? Demoted? Rising in the ranks, it's Sandman. The decision. That's the decision. The winner of the first stage is Sandman. Huh, alright. It's quite interesting. He was slowed down at the Dried River. However, since he is the prince of the horse racing in England, he closed the gap right before the goal line, as expected. Second will be Diego Brando. Third will be Poco Loco. Yes, lucky. I beat people like Gyro. Your attention, please. Mountain Tim is in fourth place. Our fellow cowboy somehow managed to get his horse to stick its nose out the finish line. Gyro disputed the race? Oh, really? Huh. Oh, here we go. So the first stage, 15,000 meters, San Diego Beach to Santa Marina Novella Church. So San Diego, Brando, Pocaloca, Nathan Tim, Johnny Joestar, F3 Stroheim! No way! Hot Pants, Dixie Chicken, Benjamin Boom Boom, Andre Boom Boom, LA Boom Boom, Dayata Mondata, Caravansary, Baba Yaga, Nellyville, Dot Han, Gotcho, Miss Robinson, Luiske. Ha ha! Ah, I get it. I get it. I like this one. I like this one. Sloop John B, Gyro Zeppeli, Barry White, Iglesias. Huh. That's actually quite cool. I'm not lying. Like, number 19 and number 6 has got me. Oh, really? That's quite cool. And I'm glad to see I'm glad to see that number 19 is number 19 is actually referenced to another part as well. Actually, really freaking cool. It's also a lot of the people named Boom Boom as well. You could probably just sit here for a long while and just like deduce every single like name as well, because probably a lot of the names in there. I think number 19, number 6, and then also number 12 happen to be a reference to different parts. Actually, really freaking cool once you realise. It's like, ah! That's what I was thinking. Barry White's at the bottom as well. I was like, hey, look, Barry White. Oh, man. It's really freaking cool. But anyway, yeah. Let's continue. It's actually really freaking awesome to see that. It's one of those ones you like, oh, okay. Alright, I like it, Araki. I like what you're playing. I like what you're playing. Gyro's angry. Okay, alright, look at him. He's got the grills out, he's got the balls out. Well, in this case, one ball, actually. But you know what I mean. You have something to complain about, Mr. Zeppeli? Normally, you would be disqualified because you disrupted the race with a weapon. I got nothing, really. I won't talk to you anymore. That was the past. We can't do anything now except look to tomorrow. I'm here to make myself feel better. That is all. That is all I want to say. Go celebrate with some champagne. Were you supposed to ask him who he was, Mr. Steele? Huh. That's right. Hey, wait. Ooh! What the? Oh man, that's quite cool. The grills are the indication that shit's getting real. It's just when grills are out, you get scared. You're like, holy moly, no, no, Mr. Gyro, do not do this to me now. Your grills are cool, but do not do this to me now. I do not want shit to get real. So you got Gyro angry, and you got Gyro angry with his grills. You're just like, oh my god, that is not that's not good. It's not good at all. No, no way, no way. Hey, what is this? Wait a second, that's $500 champagne. This is to piss me off. Is this to piss me off? Is it all going to spell out? Oh shit! What the hell is he doing? Hold him down. Hey, you don't steal, and that's an order. Oh. That would be a quite kind of a cool thing to see, a what if, and what actually happens after that one. But I don't know. Because they actually ever explained the whole thing with Part 4's time travel thing, or kind of supposed time travel. That was a thing in Part 4 as well, wasn't it? The whole thing with who saved Josuke back in like when he was a kid. Well, they actually explained that. Am I completely just drawing a blank here? Huh. It didn't spill. I feel a little better now. Hey you, wanna come to the next stage? Johnny Joestar? Oh, so it was a random guy that saved Josuke. Or did everyone just did everyone kind of suspect it was time travel? I guess it's the whole entire thing with, I guess it's the whole entire thing with the hair. That's what kind of made you go, did they time travel? Did they just put time travel in JoJo Part 4? But yeah, I guess it could be just a random person that saved him. But didn't he disappear straight afterwards? If I remember the event correctly. Of course, I'll show you what I can do. That's fine, I guess. Lesson 2 is to work those muscles. You ready? For example, if I grab your wrist like this, holding the wrist tightly like this, the muscle automatically knows to bend. The effect instinctively protects the body by wounding the muscle, and that's nature for you. The steel ball will not let you do that, only on the skin. Control the skin. If the skin is under an unusual situation, the muscles won't act upon it. You want to try it? If you're not scared, that is. In your hand is a revolving cork. That's it. The whole entire mystery was solved by the fact it's actually Space Dandy. That would be amazing if the whole entire thing is actually explained, but it's actually Space Dandy. Oh man, I would freak out. That'd be the greatest thing ever. Huh. Whoa. Whoa. That is pretty cool. That gyro though, that gyro's a pretty cool dude. That's how you get off a horse. The horse's muscle isn't acting upon it. It won't let it do that. Even if you don't have a weapon, the spinning strength is the weapon. JoJo's second stage of the race is a desert crossing with a distance of 1,200 kilometers. It looks tough. Let's wrap this up. It'll be a 1-2 finish. I'll be first though. Hey Sheriff. Oh man. It could be anyone at this point with a really freaking crazy hair. No, it has to be a guy with kind of cool hair. That's how we know it. I always wondered whether or not they actually kind of just deduced who it was. That's why I thought I'd ask, because I don't think I've ever heard a concrete answer to it. Because I think they kind of just said, oh, it could be time travel, but it's like, maybe it might not be. It's just kind of just an idea. Sheriff, do you have something you want to say to me? Why did you make us return to the racing course in this kind of carriage? It's not good to have the newspaper reporters around here. Truth is, I don't want a lady here either. Then what's it about? I'm busy, you know. I want to talk about some bodies that have been found, Mr. Steele. Oh, what's the condition of the horses? We have horses that can run up to 90 kilometers. Oh wait. At the time the jockey's eyesight from the ground is about 2.5 meters high, and they're at flying speed. What about the race? It's a dangerous sport, you know. The citizens all signed a contract knowing that. We're here. This is the place. So what the hell is here? You should be able to see it, Mr. Steele. Right in front of you. Right in front of your eyes, sir. Poochie's swag is the ultimate swag in the old universe. Let's face it, Poochie's swag just beats all old universe JoJo's in swag contest. It's impossible to actually beat said swag. That's the problem. Like in this universe, it's Gyro Zeppeli. Gyro Zeppeli contains the swag, But in the original universe, it was Poochie. Poochie had the swag. Oh. Oh. What the hell is this? Huh? Turn my wife to the train station. Take her back now. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not a nice sight. No way. Oh no. What is this? Who the hell are these people? There are 3 of them. The guy's name on this side is Mark Baker. The guy on the far side is David Hagen. The guy on the far side is the guy on the far side is Paul Lacasa. All 3 of these people were participants in the race. It was reported that their horses were running out in the wild somewhere in the area. The 3 of them were about 2,000th place until about 7,000 to 8,000 meters, and so we questioned the other participants about it. But no one saw anything from the time they fell off their horses to when their horses were found and stopped. Just what the hell is this? Why did they die like this? Explain! The animals? For example, a vulture can drag a human internal organs out about 3 seconds flat. Huh! But those aren't internal organs, they're a rope. There's another problem. There's not a single cougar track in sight. I have no clue how they did this. So how did it happen? This is a murderer, Mrs. Steele. Nevertheless, it was during the race. We don't know who it is, but they did it during the race. I'd say this was a planned murderer to knock them off their horses and out of the race. Yet no one saw a thing, even though 3,000 people were racing side by side with others, so no one saw a thing? Don't say something stupid like that. Why do you think they did it? What do you think that they did it? Judging from the evidence, it is already clear to me the suspect is within your participants. Possible motive is for the $50 million prize money, and to raise their rankings in the race. If that's the case, the culprit is still in the race. Anyone who interferes will be taken out for the sake of winning. Huh. This is quite interesting now. Wow. Alright. That was quite an interesting chapter. I mean, the ending was that I can't actually speak now. As it's been said, is quite the start of the bizarre adventure now. There's a murderer on the loose. It's like, okay, I quite like that idea, because you have a lot of people. You have a race itself, you just don't know who it could be, because there's so many goddamn people out there. So it could in theory be virtually anyone. It's actually quite cool when you think about it. Because it kind of raises the stakes, because you don't know who to trust at this point either. That's the other thing, because there's so many people you don't know who to trust. It could be literally anyone. We kind of can knock out some few people as a kind of suspect, but still, you just don't know who to trust. I actually quite like that aspect as well. It kind of is scary when you think about it. I thought I had a message on my watch just then, but nah. Just me going nuts. 13. The sheriff's request to Mountain Tim. The suspect is within your participants. For the sake of this investigation, I highly suggest postponing the race for a little bit. But that means, fuck, for something like this, to interrupt my race? The race will continue as normal. It's too late. Everyone involved in this is already putting everything they've got into winning. Not even the president has control over it anymore. Postponing this is impossible. I think he'd say that something like that. That's why I requested that Mountain Tim pursue all potential suspects. Huh. Alright. Alright. What's wrong? The horses are acting strange. Must be because Mountain Tim has arrived. He's a mysterious fellow. The horses always pay him their respect. Huh. He's quite cool looking as well. He's quite the cool man. Huh? Where did he... Flowers? that would hurt my soul. I already have that with Overlord sometimes. Overlord's monthly, and sometimes they give you like 20 pages or like 15 pages sometimes, and it's just a month. You're like, oh come on, for the love of Christ, don't do this to me now. And sometimes it goes in a break as well, which is even worse. You're like, please stop hurting my soul, Overlord. It's terrible sometimes. Are you actually married? It's a shame. Mountain Tim. What's with him taking this request? I mean, he's a legendary cowboy and even a candidate to win. Just in today's race, he came in 4th place. Allow me to explain. Not only is he a very good friend of mine, but a reliable one at that. All the way from northern Montana to the southern part of Texas, he's collected rewards pursuing men all over the Great West. But he's participating in the race. Yes, of course. It'll only be to our benefit if he's pursued. That's why he's important. Once the second stage of the race begins, there's a high probability that he'll be targeted by the suspect. He'll be the new sheriff's assistant, if that's all right with you, Mr. Still. Oh, okay. Alright, I like this guy. He's quite cool. Mountain Tim looks pretty cool. What's his fury I'm feeling all of a sudden? So such a thing was present during the race? Don't worry, feel at ease. I can't possibly win this race now. In this race I have many friends who are also participating. But until now, I've never seen anything like this before, such a killing method. However, I have heard a legend about similar deaths. It's an old Indian legend that tells about a spot where a shooting star fell somewhere in the Arizona desert. There lies tainted soil. There lies tainted soil. It is said that anything that touches the spot will suddenly be able to pull out mysterious powers from its own. At the same time, though, evil spirits will call out a curse upon them. None of the natives of the land will step foot there. One day, a white man looking for emerald ore stepped into the spot and started to come home. It is said that afterwards he began to kill others in a similar fashion, and afterwards, as if possibly realizing his own sinfulness, he shot himself. But if he died, he's obviously not a suspect, which makes me wonder if you're already going to keep up with this investigation. How do you plan to find a suspect? Do you intend to keep an eye out for aliens? The first thing to do is to follow these footprints, these ones. And in the center, there's a very distinguishable mountain-shaped mark. In these, the berserk nature of the run is clearly visible. But that doesn't make it evidence. No, it most certainly does. The horse probably went out of control after seeing human blood, and judging from the nature of the rider, it's possibly someone who's used to being in the desert. It's a bottle lying over by the victim. Have you checked it out, Sheriff? There's something inside there, covered in blood. A button? It is a button from a piece of clothing. Ah. It all makes sense, as they say. It all makes sense when you think about it. I quite like how Araki's actually kind of rewriting everything, but it's kind of still like, it's still kind of true to original kind of universe itself, but just in different places when you think about it. It's quite cool, because he's still keeping to how it was in the original kind of timeline, but just in different places. What the? He pulled it off. Excellent work, Mountain Tim. The thing from the bottle. I wonder what sort of connection this has with the murderer method. There's a button from the genes of the victim, but why would it come off? Or more importantly, how could it possibly get inside the bottle? I don't claim to know the answer. However, One thing is certain, it's very dangerous for the killer to let such an important piece of evidence fall into our hands. The second stage is scheduled to start in 5 minutes. So second stage, across the Arizona Desert Monument Valley. So Santa Maria Novella Church, Monument Valley, an estimated distance of 1,200 kilometers over 12 to 18 days. Active participants 3,770. Date 9/26/1890. 10 a.m. start. Prize $10,000 and 1 hour time bonus points for the runner-up. Will be ranked from 1 to 100. Participants, please line yourselves up at the starting line. What about the one that just flew by here? Just remember that penalties will still be given, so be careful. The second stage, the goal will be upon reaching Monument Valley after crossing a distance of 1,200 kilometers. So, all participants are allowed to freely choose their own route through the desert, how many miles they wish to travel per day, and even which lodgings they will wish to stay at. Lodgings, that's the one. Yeah, he's pretty freaking cool, to be honest. Let's face it, he's a cool man. Like, he ain't Gyro level cool, but he's pretty freaking cool. He's like, Gyro's there, Mountain Tim's about there, just like on the cool scale. Like, you can't beat Gyro's cool. Gyro's just got the cool. He is the cool. He's a definition of cool. The fact is that he's still pretty cool. Mountain Tim is still pretty cool. I quite like him. He reminds me of someone that I've seen in a different show. I cannot remember it, but I've seen his kind of design somewhere else. I'm like, I know where I've seen him, but I cannot pinpoint where it is. The exception of the requirement of passing through the can't say that word now. Predesignated checkpoint. There we are. Freaking hell. He is quite an underrated husbando, actually. Like, yeah, he ain't Gyro husbando, but he's still pretty cool. He's about there on the husbando scale as well. Predesignated checkpoint. There we are. Finally, if for some reason a player is forced to tire in the middle of the race, the respective number will be displayed as a flag over the route. A covered wagons filled with medics and referees will be following the race at a distance behind. Now, these medics have a large supply of things like water, food, and medicine on them. I will not hesitate to dispense them if requested. To keep in mind, though, any players that do so will be immediately retired from the race. Huh. It's not Spike Spiegel, it's someone in Cowboy Bebop. I can't remember who it is, but it's someone in Cowboy Bebop that looks just like him. That's what I'm trying to remember. I swear it's someone very much similar to a character in there. Oh no, I think I know who it is. I know the episode. It's my favorite episode of all time. Somehow I just can't remember the guy's name at the second. I know the episode. It's a problem. It's my favorite episode of all time. For some odd reason, it's just kind of my brain's just like drawing a blank here. Gyro, this stage's top candidate seems to be Sandman. Even in the gambling arena, he's the most popular. What do you think of that? What about me? Sucks for you. By the way, I'm the 6th most popular racer. You're only 9th because of your penalty. If you wouldn't have gotten that, I'm sure you'd be pretty popular. Those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyway, you look at it. This article was written by some idiot everyday person. No one should take it seriously. Though Sandman takes the prize again this time, his total points will be 200, and he will have accumulated 2 hours in time bonuses. If that happens, he'll have an overwhelming advantage over everyone else for the rest of the race. That's really what we've got to keep from happening. I wonder, can he run over 100 kilometers in one day? I'm afraid so. And to make matters worse, Sandman is from the Arizona desert, so geographically he's on his home turf. It could be that one actually, because they have a fight, if I remember correctly. Like, they have a fight, and it's an impeccable episode. I can't remember it. It also might be Outlaw Star as well. I'm not too sure. It's one of the two. That's why I'm trying to remember it. That guy over there, Mountain Tim, is just about as popular as a huge candidate for this. It's just about as popular as a huge candidate for this time around. But look at that. But look at that weird hat he's wearing. Makes me want to trample all over it right there, while he is still on his head. While it's on his head, I want to trample right on it. Mountain Tim is a cowboy, so he should have poor short-range abilities. Yet then again, he was following us pretty well yesterday. We couldn't even hear the sound of the hooves of his horse mate. The sound of the horse is who. The sound of the hooves of his horse made. So without us knowing, he's followed us all the way to the end and then passed us up until the last second. I think it's because of that weird hat he wears. Have you noticed it? Yeah, Nyo? Jaro, this stage, I think it's going to turn into a battle over the water holes. How far can people continue on this route? Must depend on how far they can go without running out of water. In 1875, just when this land had barely become a part of the United States of America, there was an incident that involved the death of an entire army unit, the 26th Cavalry. It wasn't because of war or an accident though, because during that year, all the known water holes dried up. As they wandered through the desert looking for an alternative source of water, they noticed that the temperature was steadily rising. It was already well above 50 C and quickly nearing 60 C as they continued through the area. Eventually, they all died of dehydration, but before that, small fissures and cracks spread across their own dried-up clay-like eyeballs, and they went blind. That's quite interesting. Blind, they continued to wander aimlessly through the infinite desert, slowly being roasted to death by the sun. His indicator of water holes according to the map. From the starting point, we should head north, and after traveling 50 kilometers a day, we should hit the first water hole. If we stray from this and happen to get lost in the desert, the thing will really be retiring from its life itself. Also, I can't forget about what I have in my hand. This cork. Just what do I have to do to get it to start revolving? It's now only 30 seconds until we start. Alright. In just an instant, the second stage shall truly begin. There is no track laid along the race path, so the train will go ahead to the next checkpoint. They say that the hot air balloon can only float to the Colorado River. Diego Brando has pushed up his goggles. Booker Loca, as usual, has his many sacks packed up and ready. Let's go! Start! The 10 o'clock fireworks are flying into the air right on time. Oh. He's already gone. He's already gone. The man's already gone. He's flying. It's Gyro. It's Gyro. It's Gyro. It's Gyro. It's Gyro. I think it's Gyro. I believe. I might be wrong, but I think it's Gyro. Like, can someone confirm? It might be Gyro. Just like the first stage, he went flying by his own, flying by on his own just like that. In a few more minutes, he'll be no more than a speck on the horizon. All the horses following him will be plotted in his dust. At any rate, it seems that Gyro Zeppeli plans to complete this second stage as a solo run. Oh. No, I'm thinking it might not be Gyro, but I think in some case it might just be Gyro. Can he really take all 1,200 kilometers on his own? Fuck! What the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm coming after him. I'm coming after you. Oh wait, Gyro Zeppeli is. What is this? He's changing course. He's completely changing his course. So he wasn't just flying out ahead. He was picking out a completely different route. What the hell? Gyro Zeppeli is heading straight into the desert. It looks like he's aiming to cut across the entire wasteland. Does he plan to ignore the first water hole altogether? At this angle, a water hole won't be visible for another 150 kilometers or so. Yeah. Man, I wish I was there, just like being Gyro's like best fan. What the hell are you doing, Gyro's airplane? At least give me some reason for all this speed. What? We have other rivals in the race who are doing the same thing. Want to come with? This is the shortest way. This way will pass them all, even Sandman. Oh, now it looks like Gyro isn't the only one crossing through the desert. He's going to follow her. But who on earth would voluntarily pick such a route? It's like setting oneself up for suicide. All they must be thinking about is setting their hands on the prize. Oh man. Oh man. I can see his number. His name is Miss Robinson. Alright. Alright. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Man. Alright. Alrighty, let's continue. Who is that person? There's some weird thing hanging from his ears, but I can't seem to see them very well. So far, this route has been filled with nothing but weirdos. I can see his number, so according to the list, he must be that Mr. Robinson guy. The distance between us looks to be about 150 horses length. Number 14, across the Arizona desert, continuing along the shortest route. Hey Gyro, we're 6 hours from the starting point, and according to this map, we should be reaching the top belt now. As long as we've been heading in the right direction the entire time, that means at the very worst, it should be only about another 80 kilometers before we can get our hands on some fresh water. He does look like he belongs in a metal band. I'll listen to the hell out of that band if he was actually in it. That'd be a freaking awesome band. I just want to make sure we're on the right trail, just to be on the safe side. Because if we go that way, there'll be no way we'll be able to ride over those mountains, right, according to this map. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's perfect. We're on the right trail, absolutely. Maybe. Huh? What did you just say now? Hold on a second. Right then, it sounded like you muttered, maybe. Maybe? Don't worry about it. Of course we're going the right way. The weather balloon is following us. So that means we're following the map. Certainly. What was that? Certainly? It's 80 kilometers to the waterhole. If we deter even a little bit from the route, we run the risk of death. What if I'm trying to figure out whether or not you know anything about it? Does it get me? That's what I've been saying. We're fine. We've got nothing to worry about in this place. More importantly, how are your revolutions coming? That core exercise I taught you about, don't tell me you forgot. Now, he looks like someone else in part 5, actually. I know what you mean. It's one of those ones you're like, it might be a later character, actually. It might be one of the later characters, like, towards the end of part 5. What the hell was that? Just now, something came flying past from someone in front of us. Gyro? Your ear. Don't touch my husbando, okay? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt him. He's my boy. Don't hurt my boy. I can't be seeing these things now, okay? It could be Iluso, actually. Oh no, my boy has lost his ear. His beautiful face has been ruined. Oh man. But that art though, to give some kind of advantages here, that art is freaking amazing. But yeah, Gyro just lost his ear. That is not good. That is not good. Oh! Ahead of us. Whatever it is, it's coming from ahead of us. Shit, I've been cut. Something keeps cutting off my arm. That guy. He's running parallel to us. What the hell is he doing? Is he shooting something? He must be trying to interfere with our progress. Calm down, Gyro. The direction of these attacks seems strange, since they're coming from our front. He must be hiding in the shadows of the cliffs or something. Hey, try to have your horse not make any sort of movements. Hey, Gyro, aren't these cactus needles? How familiar are you with the desert? Because I think I remember hearing stories about a type of cactus that's able to shoot out its... They're called chola. When an animal or something draws close to it, as a response to the vibrations in the air, the needles will pop off from the plant. It's because the chola carry their seeds in the needles, I think. Huh. At this point, you can actually survive anything in JoJo. But you can't survive JoJo Part 6. That's for goddamn sure. The one thing that cannot survive is JoJo Part 6. Everything else you were able to survive, but not Part 6. Puh. Shit, to have those have to be the chola. It looks like there's a whole bunch growing around here. So then, who's the one at fault here? Us for trampling through the cactus area, or the jerk that's setting up this trap in the first place? I don't know. It can't. I don't know. It can't be. In order to launch the needles off of the chola, you'd have to be in extremely close range. You couldn't even shoot a rifle from over there. Whatever it was that hit us, to think they were actually aiming for us just isn't possible. But if they had a motive, it'd be totally possible. A competitor that isn't worried about receiving a penalty from the weather balloon referee, but is trying to get us removed in the process, probably someone from its first stage, and now he's already trying to attack us like this. He's turning around, but I still can't tell if that's really the thing targeting us or not. Shit, at this distance, escaping is... Damn it, this is bad, Johnny. We're in a dangerous position. Run, Johnny! I got it, I'm running. Oh no. You can't hurt my Joey Jojo either. Don't be hurt my Joey Jojo. Cut off? Impossible. It cuts straight through my veins. Reins? Cut through my reins. Yeah, reins. Too accurate. My Joey Jojo's got hurt. You hurt my Joey Jojo. Johnny Joestar, hurry up and get back on your horse. This has all been his intent from the very start. Just keep going. There's blood in my eyes, but the eyeball itself is alright. Go on, I said. I know I promised to cross the goal line with you, but remember, we're still rivals. You have to concentrate on getting out of this place. A race is a race. There's no reason for you to wait for me. I'll catch up with you after I wipe my blood. Man. Got it. We're both rivals, so I'll head onwards. Yeah, go. The direction I'll be heading is through... Oh, the direction that I'll be heading is tough. It's towards that son... The direction I'll be heading is tough. It's towards that son of a bitch. Oh! Oh, the direction I'd be heading in, though, is towards that son of a bitch. Yeah, I thought it was tough. Sorry, my brain just kind of drew a fart just then. Nah, it's though. One of his words always throws me off. There's a H there, so it's not tough. It's yeah. Man, that gyro is so cool. That gyro is the coolest man ever. But that's... If you use that, you'll be disqualified from the race. Besides, we don't even have any evidence that he's a criminal. You already got a warning for interference. If you mess up again, there'll be no next time. Is it really okay for you to give it all up this early, even knowing you could easily continue forwards? Does still ball connect? Oh. That doesn't look nice. One time, in a small village in the desert, there was a scuffle that soon turned into something much more bloody. The loser of the duel was purposely chained to a cactus with the intent that he would die a slow, cruel death, and afterwards the cactus placed a curse on that dead man. He was brought back from the dead to be a slave to revenge, avenging a grudge that will be never will be resolved. I continue to exist there in that village, but in order to separate myself from others, I use a special technique on my body. To make myself unsolvable, I started to raise insects within myself. These insects have completely surrounded all of you. It's the high-speed pressure these insects give off while flying that causes the chola to freely shoot off their needles. So far, no, actually. There's actually been no police cars this whole entire stream. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you goddamn know? It's been quiet today. Now that I've told you my secret, it's time to finish you off. Take this! I will not allow anyone in this race to run ahead of me. Alright. Finally, someone who thinks the same way I do. You think you could just throw my steel balls to the ground and forget about them? My precious steel balls? I may not be as accurate in aiming as you, but the vibrations of the revolutions are still synced up with you. Now they're just traveling across the ground below you. You just made your own escape impossible. Ka? Dova! Gyro. Oh, there's that mountain, Tim. That is Mrs. Robinson. That's Mrs. Robinson. Hello. This isn't the one. He's a completely different design on their horseshoes. The murderer I've been following. He's a completely different design on their horse's shoe. The murderer I've been following. But I'm positive that I'm on the right trail. The horseshoes I'm looking for have indeed passed through here about 30 minutes ago. He's already a demon. Already. Did I read that part actually correctly now? He was brought back from the dead to be a slave to avenging a grudge that would be never resolved. I did. Just in case, I thought to myself, did I read that correctly? I did. All is well. Second stage, time of sunset, 6:03 PM. Johnny Joe starring Jerry's airplane, rain distance of the first day, approximately 95 kilometers. 50 kilometers from the next watering hole. Current rank first. Camping at this location. 15. Desert-born outlaws. This might be a little sudden, but I'd like to introduce a story in a newspaper from a certain European country dated April 23rd, 1890. In that country there was a boy named Marco. He was 9 years old. The boy's family was from the line of servants to the aristocrats. Marco was also to serve under a baron called Rippy, and his job would be cleaning hats and shoes. When he was about to leave his parents, his father told the 9-year-old Marco, This job will bring you happiness as long as you stay humble and earnest," he said. Every morning, Marco got up earlier than everybody else and shined the shoes and brushed the hats of the Baron and his guests. However, weeks after taking service, suddenly the country military's police broke into the estate, and Marco was arrested. The Baron was plotting a revolution against the king of the country. The king's assassination was prevented, but treason is the most serious crime. The Baron's partners in the plot and the Baron's family were put on trial and sentenced to execution. From the evidence, the assassination plot was planned in this estate, and Marco was seen as a part of the Baron's family because he was shining the shoes of the Baron and his partners every morning. There is no doubt that he knew about it, they said. The execution method was beheading. The decision of the state was absolute. Huh. Alright, it's quite a dark way to start a chapter. I've got the image, at least the image of the spin. Like the dancing image of a spinning ballet dance in the wind. Oh. Whoa, it's spin. Gyro. What? Gyro, you weren't watching? You didn't see me just now? Why weren't you watching? It was great. It really spun the cork. Why do I have to watch you all day? So, you really did it? You really did it? Do it again then, huh? That's funny. Let the cork go. The rocks are behind me. It shouldn't fly out. Where is it? It shouldn't disappear like that. Pop. Pop? Pop? What was that sound? Where was it? Ah! It's a little damp. It's falling down. It's a little damp. It's falling down on my back. Ah! What? Was it really up the horse's arse? That's really unfortunate. Johnny, there's someone over there. You think he's planning to run all night? This guy? Unthinkable. That horse would just get in an accident in the dark. He might come over here. You just said that this route was full of weirdos. Johnny, did you bring a weapon? When you say weirdos, you mean guys like that Miss Robinson, right? That was by chance. You think so? We're champion candidates. If you have any weapons, get them out. If he comes near us, we'll drive him back. Just in case, I did bring a gun, but I've never fired it before. Oh. So when you think about it, let's face it, let's actually kind of just talk about something for a second. Beyblade is one massive JoJo reference, isn't it? That's the thing. The whole entire time, Beyblade was one massive JoJo reference. The mystery's been solved. The mystery's been solved. Gyro's baggage. Huh. What's this? A coat of arms? A letter holder with the coat of arms on it? Did he steal it? A coat of arms? Is a treasure that can't be held without permission by someone like a lord in Europe. Ah. Well, you taught to look through other people's stuff while growing up. Boy. That angry gyro, though. That angry gyro. I wasn't looking through, but who are you? You're not from this country. You should stick to opening your own luggage. Giuseppe didn't say anything more on the subject, but I wanted to know. Why was Gyro able to use the steel wall? I want to know his roots. Was Gyro trying to save that boy all by himself? How were Gyro and the boy related? The race price of $50 million. What I can say about this is that the time that Gyro answered these questions would come soon enough, when he hits the hardest point in the race. It's pinnacle Gyro. That Gyro is pinnacle Gyro. It's like the Gyro. It's a buonissimo Gyro. It's like, mwah. I like that. I like that Gyro. I like that Gyro. That's that kind of Gyro. He really is coming over here after all, huh? Looks like the balloons have landed. This might have become a race interference allowed route. Never let him come near. Alright, stop right there. Don't come any closer. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I told you to stop right there. Don't shoot. I mean no harm. I came here because I saw the fire. Meaning harm or no harm? I'll judge that after you leave. I was bitten. This is bad, real bad. I was squatting down and taking a dump, and my fingers were bit. Shit, 2 fingers on my left hand. Huh. Hey, why are you getting off your horse for, you asshole? Don't make me tell you to stay away once more. Johnny, did he just say he was bitten? Johnny, did he say what he was bitten by? He hasn't said it yet. A poisonous lizard, a yellow and black striped one. When I was trying to wipe my ass, it was hiding behind the shit. Please give me some fire from your campfire. I want to burn the wood and clean it. Might be a fake wound. The lizard's a spotted salamander. Once its venom circles the whole body, you die. Well, that's too bad. Wait for the rescue group. What are you talking about? Why would they come at night? I'll be dead before dawn. After I cut off the poison, I want to clean it. Give me some fire. Are you going to let him die? I don't know, but I don't trust him. Strange guy. I won't let you come near us, but I'll give you a lit piece of wood. You go ahead and start your own campfire and clean it. Thank you, 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 thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh! Hey, what are you doing? It's anesthesia. Anesthesia. Since I'm going to cut off the poison part of my skin, I need a painkiller. I invented this myself. It's out of this world. Don't ever try this. I always let the girls strangle me. What is going on now? Didn't they do that in Carbonara of the Iron Fortress as well? Like, Ikoma did it at the beginning of the anime. Like, he actually strangled himself to actually kind of cut off the circulation of his blood to his head. Still, what? 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 Just before I pass out. What's he talking about? No idea. What's all this? Yeah. What the hell? He tore out his own wounds. Lizard really did get him. Shit. I really didn't have to see that kind of thing but right before going to sleep. Here's your fire. Just get the hell out of here, damn it. He's not moving anymore. Yeah, of course. You'd definitely die if you did that. He might have really brought it by strangling him. Oh. He might have really brought it by strangling himself so much. Hey, wake up. I'm sorry that I was hard on you when you were bitten, but we don't want you lying there all night either. Just get up and get out of here. Oh. What? Hey, he didn't really die, did he? Jara, I found his name on the racer list. Andre Boom Boom, number C450. He was in 10th place in the first stage. My boot? And this Boom Boom, wait a minute. 9th place is Benjamin Boom Boom. 11th place is LA Boom Boom. The same last name. Here's 3 of them. He's not alone. A family? Oh no! Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Here we go. Is my bro Andre dead? Dad, do you think Big Brother's really dead? Shut up, you idiot. Men don't cry. But that jar is there, please. He carefully didn't approach Andre to the very end. Andre's given it all he's got, too. But he finally touched Andre's knife. He didn't directly touch Andre, but he touched the bloodstained knife. Who the hell are they? There's two guys coming right at us. They're a team. They're a three-man team aiming for the 50 million. If they're going to charge at us, Johnny, shoot the guy on your left with your gun. I'll take the one on the right. What the? My foot. What? Number 16, The Desert-Born Outlaws Part 2. The foot. What happened? Ah, this is the bizarre turn of events. But terrible puns, I forgot them. Yeah, but it's bizarre, nonetheless. Jaro, what is that? The shape of your foot? I don't know. The skin of my left foot. The skin of my left foot is like steel. Damn it, the pain's incredible too. It's slowly creeping up my foot. Oh god, don't have bad things happen to feet, please. I've had enough of feet. Like, feet are the worst things to actually have if anything happened to you. Like, it just, oh, it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. It's like a block. It feels like there's a block in my. It feels like a block is in my foot. There we are. I said it. God damn it. What happened to you? Did that Andre Boom Boom over there do it? Did the guys closing in do it? It has to be, but I don't know what was done to me. That rhymes. Something's going wrong in my body. I kicked his knife away with his foot. Some kind of poison, or he might have infected me with some sort of disease. Hey, there we are. There's the goddamn police car. Hey, first one of the stream. First one of the stream. There is the goddamn police car. Here they come. Just take the left. I've got the right. Don't let them get any closer. Huh? What? Jaro! Huh? Johnny, what the hell are you doing? The gun broke all of a sudden. It's not an old gun. I haven't used it much, but it suddenly fell apart and it's being pulled. The gun's going towards you. What is this? Into my skin? Jaro, even the knife is moving your way. Oh my god. This reminds me of that film. That film, that the Iron Man film, not Iron Man, but if you know what I mean. There's a film that's like all about a guy who literally turns into metal. Reminds me of that a little bit when I see that. Oh, no way. Do not like that. Do not like it. Do not like it. Not liking this chapter when it comes to grotesque things peering someone's leg. It's even worse when you go to a pediatrician this morning. Like, you're seeing everything that happened to a foot and a leg. You've been to a pediatrician like, oh, please, love of Christ, get me out of this hell I've actually been put into. It's horrible. It's horrible. Brother, Andre, he's not moving. He's not moving. He's not moving. There we are. You think he's safely cleaned out the lizard's venom? God, you've been noisy for... Oh, God, you've been noisy for a while. And LA, how long are you going to stick to my ass? I told you to go to the other side of those guys. That was our plan. Go in from both sides, and that's the end of our plan. God, you're slow. Just like your mum. Just like that woman who left home and became a whore. Our mum was a stork, right? Big Brother said so. Our mum was a stork. Do I look like a stork? Shut up, hurry up and get around those guys. That knife is iron. Those gun parts burrowing into your skin are iron too. Maybe the iron is being poured into you. Yeah, Araki's gore is quite special. It's that kind of, it's a bit disgusting kind of gore. Like it's that kind of, it's like it's not all the time. You're like, oh my god, why is that there? Like it's like, whew. It gets you. It gets you when you least expect it. Oh man, my throat. There's iron in blood. There's iron in blood too. Could they be controlling iron that way? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those gores that it's like it's not too over the top, but it's still kind of scary at the exact same time. You get that gore that's over the top kind of gore, but this one is kind of it's subtle enough that it doesn't really kind of go whoa. Okay, it's not like it's not grotesquely gory gore like kind of gore. It's not like you see like a kind of like a really bad horror film. It's not that kind of gore. It's just kind of it's his own style of gore, if you get what I mean. Huh. There's still a ball. It'll ground up in midair. Huh. Yeah, edgy gore is the worst kind of gore. Like, if you watch a really bad horror film, you always see it, like, please, love of Christ, just get out of here. It's just, sometimes it's not needed, it's just, like, there. It's like Hostel, for example. Hostel is, like, the kind of the worst. I think anything by Eli Roth is kind of, like, the pinnacle of terrible gore, because I think he's trying to, like, kind of pay homage, but at the same time, it's like, dude, it's over the top to all, like, all hell. It just doesn't work. Sometimes it's actually mildly funny as well. Like, sometimes there's gore that's been done really freaking damn well, and there's actually other gore that's just like, God, get out of here. First place is Dad, second place is brother Andre, third place is me. If you do have 1, 2, 3 finished, the total prize money will be big. It'll be big. And when you add them up, how much do you get when you add them up? $55.1 million, you idiot. Jared, the steel ball was gone in mid-air. The steel ball is iron too. But how would you grind iron? Who the hell are these guys? We're surrounded, Gyro. They're beginning to circle around us. These guys are completely different. Not like that Miss Robinson. They're not like him. He was breeding insects in his eyes and controlling them. Difference between that kind. Those guys have a serious something, and they showed up in the race. What do you mean it's superior? Oh yeah. What do you mean they're superior something? I don't know. I like to know because I got absolutely no clue. Hey Joe, that crazy guy woke up. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Hey. Heyo, it's back. Brother Andre, Big Brother came too. Is the poison gone? Johnny, you see that? That Andre Boom Boom, what was that just now? What? I didn't see it anymore. Anyway, Jaro, your foot. The bleeding is getting worse than before. Aren't the parts burrowing deeper? I know it's gotten worse after getting surrounded by them. This is a team attack. The closer I approach these guys, the stronger the effect this iron seems to have on my body. If they get right next to us here, these might go straight through my body. Johnny, you okay over? Oh, Johnny, you okay over there? There we are. Damn. Oh, yeah, I'm alright. I guess it's connected to touching it. After you touch the knife with his blood on it. Damn, we're completely surrounded. All three are beginning to circle us. Hey yo, LA, huh? Can you do this? Nostrils both flat? Whoa, that's awesome. Wow, brother Andre, how do you do that? Dumbass. I won't tell you. You won't be able to do that for the rest of your life. My ear can go into my ear hole too. Ears all flat too. You can't do this. Whoa, that's awesome. Hey, you guys. Who is going to close in on these guys and settle this? Am I going to do this? The guy on horseback, he might have more guns. He's all out. Besides, even if he did, would it matter? Then I'll go, Dad. Those guys didn't give me a fire right away. I was this close from letting that lizard venom run through my whole body. I'm getting my revenge. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Ah. There we are. My throat was in a bit weird just then. That was painful. Hey, look. He took out the other steel ball. There's two in all. He threw that at the Indian and got a penalty in the first stage. Gyro? Ha ha ha. Q. It'll be the same. Does he think it'll reach Big Brother without the eye running out? I guess he'll throw it again. He doesn't know. Andre, the most talented in the Boom Boom family. Let's go. Our family will be first in the race. It won't reach, dumbass. Huh? Ha. So you're throwing up. You're throwing it definitely this time. It's still the same. It'll never make it to me. Ah, so you're throwing it definitely this time. It's still the same. It'll never make it to me. It won't reach me, you dumbass. I'll change in and rip your guts out. Oh, I'll charge in and rip your guts out. Sorry, I'll charge in and rip your guts out. Looks like they only have influence on iron. A rock can be shot. A rock. It's a hit. Johnny, get your stuff on your horse. We have to leave this place. There's two more left. These guys are simply bizarre. Let's go. Hey! It's been said. Bizarre's been said. Let's go home, boys. It's been said. We got to get out of here. It's been said. We have to get out. It's all done. The manga's over. He said bizarre. Huh? Oh, it hurts. Dad! Oh, I did actually listen to Thus Spoke's opening, actually. I watched it this morning. It looks freaking great, actually. I quite like the opening. It's actually one of those openings that I wish would actually get more utilised, but we won't probably get any more episodes of Thus Spoke. Which really sucks, because Thus Spoke's actually pretty freaking good. But yeah, I did actually see it this morning. It appeared on my Twitter, actually. Oh, man. It's pretty freaking cool. After we got away and gained some distance from those guys, the damage is getting lighter. My foot is returning to normal. It might not be fully healed though. Number 17, Desert Born Outlaws Part 3. Yeah, I wish a lot. It kind of reminded me a lot of like the older shows, like back in like the 90s and stuff like that, like the horror shows. It was actually really freaking cool. I thought it was actually a really well done opening. Like for the actual kind of just like an OVA, it's actually one of the best opens I've ever seen, because it does everything I actually really like. It's really freaking down well. Man, have they subbed it yet? Actually, speaking of the devil, I don't think they've subbed it yet. Oh, there we are. Oh, my arm is really freaking clicked just then. What kind of trick is this? Or are those guys really using something like a poison or disease? More of a curse than a trick, I think. That's all I can figure. Those guys first made contact with me, and all three of them surrounded me before closing in. It looks like when you were in the middle of all of those guys, it creates a powerful attack, a curse that attracts iron, like putting magnets closer together. Anyway, it's night time, but we can't help that. We have to get ahead of them. The destination in this desert is the watering hole 50 kilometers ahead. It hurts. Oh, God, shit. What a bastard that Gyro Zeppeli. The hole in my brother's Andre's stomach. Whoa. The hole's bigger than your belly button. I'm kind of scared of how they will sub it though, because a lot of the time the quick subs are like some of the worst, because I've actually kind of I can't remember what it was. I think it was Carbonara of the Iron Fortress. Episode 2 got fan sub first before Amazon Prime did it, because Amazon Prime was delayed by a week, I think, if I remember correctly. So Amazon didn't do it. So we got a fan sub of it, and they called one of the characters Peasant-chan. It's one of the most legendary lines in anime in the last last kind of like 10 years. Is the work of an enemy curse. Not enemy sad anymore, it's an enemy curse. So yeah, I'll probably wait about a week until it actually kind of comes out, like just in case like the first subs are kind of not very good. I have no idea, but that's how I've always seen it. Like just always wait a week before the good subs come out. It's like with manga as well, because sometimes the fan subs get to it first. It's kind of like, oh no, that's a Dwang. It was a Dwang worthy sub. It was the meme for the whole entire series. Like the whole entire series, the whole time it was airing, all we got was Peasant-chan the whole entire time. It never left the series. They should do a Golden Dwang as the kind of the best fan sub. That's not very good at the same time. It's probably the Golden Dwang. I mean, if you want a Golden Dwang straight away, go into the Thus Spoke subs. Some of those ones some of those ones are amazing. Just like, I will equilibrate this table. It's like, wow, it's a very precise word to use. Very precise word, actually. Ah, those guys are getting away. I won't let you run. I won't let you run, you pigs. They're too far, Dad. Plus, those bullets are lead. If it was iron, the gun's body might have pulled them in and hit. I know that. Since when did you become Mr. Know-It-All? Don't talk as if you know with that crummy brain of yours. Hey, Andre, move a little to the right. To the right. Oh. 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 Okay. 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 All right. Oh my God. Ah, shithead, that'll do it. Let me see your hands, Andre. What the? This is a pretty small hole. While I was young, I fell off a cliff and tore off my lower jaw, and I walked 5 kilometers back home. I think I might die, Dad. That bastard, I'll make him pay. I'll get my revenge. Yeah, we'll finish him. We'll kill those 2 guys, and we'll reach the watering hole 50 kilometers ahead faster than anyone else. If we get there first, we can destroy the only watering hole the other races that'll come by later. That is quite a hell of a name, actually, when you think about it. Won't have any drinking water, which means they're wiped out. They're all wiped out. But how are we going to catch up to those 2 guys? Those guys are champion candidates. We're attacking them like this because we can't catch up to them easily, right? Oh, here we go. Our family's smartass made a comment. Shift brains. Who said we're going to chase them? We'll let the guy behind us chase Jarazeppi and join Joestar. He'll take care of them for us. Behind? Who's the guy behind us? Who is it? The guy that's tracking us. Out of the 3,000 or so races, there's somebody who found only my footprints and has been tracking me since this morning. I knew all about this. You mean like Dad's hoofprints right there? There's such a guy? That man, who is he? I can't tell from the view here. It's possibly a sheriff, possibly a Mountain Tim. I heard he's friendly with the sheriff. Mountain Tim? Whoa, 4th place in the first stage, the cowboy everyone looks up to? And we're gonna use the fact against him with our power of iron control. Oh! Oh! Oh no. Putting iron inside your face and changing its shape. Using it, Dad? What are you planning to do to Mountain Tim? Haha, now I understand Dad's thinking. That's definitely a surefire way. We were looking for mines in the cursed mountain in the desert, which was despised by local Indians, and we'll gain this power. The Indians said bad luck would come to us, but we've only become happy. We'll eliminate anyone who's in the way, and the Boom Boom family will run as the leader. Huh. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. I was just about to think that I should continue tracking next morning. I thought I'd have to come. I thought I'd have to camp here too. Under the law of the United States of Arizona Territory, I've been commissioned as an assistant sheriff. I'm placing you under arrest for the murders of 3 race contestants. Show your hands, slugger, and get out of here. Oh, get out there. Get out of there. Depending on the situation, I have the right to execute. Turn this way. Don't lower your hands. Oh, I remember. You were in 5th place. Oh! It's blood. What are you trying to do? Don't think about anything stupid. The chase ends here. I'd like to concentrate on the race. So it's a cliff down there. You would have to go all the way around the Bria patch to get to the other side on horseback, but I see you would escape during that time. I won't let you get away. Mountain Tim has got some serious rope skill. Like, that man's got the rope skill. I can't believe Mountain Tim and Splat Tim have got it. When you think about it, they've got it. He's back. Man, Splat Tim's gone up in the world. Also time traveling at the same time. Ugh. Are you coming out, or should I drag you out through the thorny bush? Ah, this rope. Don't be so sure. A hand? What the? Huh? Huh? This is his fingers. They're broken to pieces and slid down the rope like a pulley, and he could move them freely too. This guy could Mountain Tim? So he went to that mountain before and became a cursed man. To think such a man was following me, but in any case, our victory remains unchanged. Mountain Tim touched that horse's shoe, and he's indirectly touching me now. We'll be finished too. He had 2 knives. It cut. If I remember correctly, his name was JoJo's. I'm surprised so he was the murderer. Hey Andre, LA, I've changed my hooper to Johnny's too. And that's the finishing touch. Now let's let Mountain Tim go ahead. That cowboy track down Johnny and Gyro, and when he catches up, the 3 will pull each other together and their magnetic power, and they'll blow themselves up and splatter their guts out. But I'm surprised Mountain Tim was a cursed man though. Oh, okay. Alright. That was quite the surprise. Okay, that was a bit weird. Speaking of the devil, actually. Just might put that in full screen. It's kind of cooler like that. Huh. So, the bizarreness has, in theory, come a full circle now. We've hit the bizarre part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. Ooh! But yeah, I quite like the dynamic that Gyro and Johnny actually share at this point. Like, it's not kind of full fruition just yet. It's sort of just getting there, if you get what I mean. It's sort of like, it's there, but it's like kind of got some development still to go towards it gets to kind of like friendship. But I kind of like the dynamic they share right now. And Gyro Zeppeli is such a cool character in his own. Just he's so cool. And I quite like his resolve sometimes as well, when he actually came back and actually kind of saved Johnny as well from Miss Robinson. I thought it was actually kind of cool. But yeah, I actually quite like Johnny as well. Johnny's actually slowly growing. Like, he's actually a character that's actually growing as time goes on. I actually quite like that. He's not just kind of developed like straight away and that's it. Like, he's actually kind of slowly growing as the events kind of occur. Actually, it's kind of cool at the same time. I actually quite like that. I quite like that. But yeah, so I'm guessing now to start the stands that will start appearing in JoJo Part 7. I actually quite like the idea of, like, they're called a curse in this one, and actually not called stands. It's a curse in this case. Like you don't know. You don't call them stands, but you call them curse. I thought it was actually kind of neat because it kind of changes them slightly. It kind of changes the actual idea behind them as well. In essence, we always used to think stands as kind of this cool thing, but now because they're called curses, it's kind of different in some cases. You kind of see them as a little bit differently now than what you were beforehand. So I actually quite like the idea the name has been changed, not outright called stands, they're called curses. So I'm guessing probably at one point they might go and excavate this area that's actually called the cursed territory, like, because it must be kind of one of those plot points that will occur later into the manga as well. But yeah, all in all, so far, I actually quite like the intrigue as well, because there's actually these events occurring, and the intrigue that actually is present with them kind of ups the ante as well, because when you think about it, this idea of who the murderers are, all that kind of jazz, it really does add this layer of kind of, like, you don't know who to trust at this point. Like, it could be anyone in the whole entire manga. It actually kind of adds this idea of, like, uncertainty and this idea of fear as well. Yeah, you actually honestly see that, because he's actually growing because of the events that are occurring. And I actually quite like it for that reason. I actually quite like his character for that said reason. Like, he's growing because of the events that are happening before him. I actually think it's one of the more neater ways to make a character grow. But yeah, I mean, I want to see how his whole entire arc finishes, because his arc seems quite interesting in everything, because it's like, what will they do next? And what is Mountain Tim's secret? And who is Gyro Zeppeli as well? Like, it's all this intrigue this manga is actually presenting to us. It's actually so freaking neat. I actually really do like it. I think it's actually one of the neat aspects of this manga, besides the actual race itself. The race itself is actually really freaking great. I actually quite like that. But intrigue, the actual kind of events that are occurring, is actually so freaking amazing as well. It actually really does keep you going. It keeps you guessing as well. So yeah, Mountain Tim actually having to be a kind of a stand user as well actually is kind of cool. But yeah, so actually, as being me, my throat's actually given out at this point. Like, my throat is kind of, sort of leaving me. So I will end the stream here. So, if you have enjoyed the whole entire stream as a whole, and you don't leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help quite a bit. But until next time, I shall see you guys later. Bye for now.